and welcome in. This is Patty, Patty's Kitchen Garden and More. Come on into the live. Welcome to the live. This is a little bit of a rant, not too much, but so I couldn't schedule it before because I didn't know that this would happen. So I had to do it spontaneously. Welcome in, everybody. Please catch the replay if you missed the live. I thank you so much for coming back and watching the replay. And I thank you for anyone who may be watching from the watchtower, from the woods, from the bushes in the background, what have you. Today is a good day. This is a great day. I'm going to rejoice in it and be glad about it because this is the day that the Lord has made. And I'm going to rejoice and be glad in it. I will not allow anyone to steal my peace or to steal my joy. But I just want to share something with all of you beautiful people. I don't see anybody in here right now, but I am going to get started because, as I said, you can always watch the replay. This is a public service / customer service issue. Now, I have worked in public relations and public service. I was a public servant for many, many years. I know that is a job where you assist people and you are considerate of people as they come in. You know, a lot of times people can be overbearing, but you overlook that and you assist the public. You are always professional and kind to the public that you are assisting in whatever capacity. So today, my daughter and I went to an herb shop. And it is an herb shop. It's called Herb Shop. And they sell products from a lot of different companies. The one I love is the Nature's Sunshine product. In fact, I used to be a sponsor for Nature Sunshine. Welcome in, everybody. I'll have to put my glasses on for a second to see who is here. Welcome in J3 Farms. Welcome in, trying to see who else. Grandma Lynn. Welcome in, welcome in. So today I had an appointment, so I went to that appointment. And then I had talked to my daughter about us going back to the herb shop to get some more, I get stuff for different things like the B vitamins and, just different things, magnesium, and a couple of other things I purchased from the natural herb shop. So I went in today, and when I got into the shop, it was 3 employees working, no customers or anything. So as we walked through the door, we just started looking around. Generally, when you go, and the store is small, very small. It's just like one room up front, and then I think maybe a couple of rooms toward the back, but where the customers are is just one small room, and they have the different types of minerals and vitamins and herbal products just kind of around the wall. So as we went in, I had already done a screenshot of what I was going to purchase. So I pretty much knew what I wanted. But when we walked in, nobody said anything. Nobody said, welcome in, good evening, good afternoon, or whatever. So we just started looking on the shelves for the different, I wanted 4 different bottles of different stuff that I use. So, an older man and a middle-aged woman, I'll say probably 50-ish, and well, that's past middle age, but anyway, probably 50-ish. She was talking to the older gentleman, and they both worked there. And this younger lady, who's probably in her 20s, was behind the desk. And the man and the lady, who was about 50ish, I suppose, were talking. And I thought she was a customer, but I knew he worked there because he is the herbalist. So they were talking, and we were looking. Couldn't find three of the things that I wanted. I found one myself. And so my daughter said, well, they're talking. Nobody's saying, may I help you or whatever. And I just said, well, just let us look and try and find what we want first. Don't worry about it. Right now, I said, I'm just going to see how long it will be before somebody will come to help us. So the young lady behind the desk was not always on the phone. But then when the phone rang again, after she had hung up the first time, she went back to the phone. It was like they totally ignored us. So my daughter blurted out, oh, so people on the phone get more assistance than the people that are right here in the store. So when the 50-ish age lady heard that, then she flew over there, but it had already been like 15 minutes of us being in the store trying to find things ourselves. So when she came over, I politely said to her, is this the way you treat customers? You do not greet customers when they walk in the door. You all are employees here. You could not break the conversation to ask if you could help us. It was like you totally ignored us. You're very unprofessional. And I told her, I said, I have worked in public service. I've been a public servant for a state government agency. I didn't tell her all of this. I just said I've been a public servant. And I know how you're supposed to serve the public. I said, but you all carried on a conversation. It's been 15 minutes and nobody said anything. And you were looking at us, but you never said, well, let me help them. Because I'm like, both of you work here. No other customers were in the store. Whatever you were talking about, you could have talked about that after you assisted us. So then the one behind the desk with the phone, she was just constantly answering the phone, not saying anything. So the lady said, oh, I apologize. I say, no, this should not ever happen. I said, please don't do that to anybody else because this is unprofessional. This is not what you do. I say, this is the way you do business here. I said, I do a lot of business with you all. I used to even be a sponsor for Nature Sunshine. I know you sell a lot of Nature Sunshine products. I said, but don't do that. Please don't do that to any other customer. And Tyler, can you bring your laptop so I can see the comments because I can't see the comments. I would like to respond or try and see the comments. Okay, thank you. Excuse me, y'all. So she just said, oh, you're right. I said, you could have easily, I said, at first I thought maybe you were the customer and he was assisting you. And so she just looked, she just had this blank stare. She didn't know what to say because she knew she was wrong, and I was very cordial to her, but I was 38 hot. I'm going to tell you the truth because I know this is not what you do. And the man, the other room in the back, is like a little office space, and this is where the man is seated a lot of times when I go there. So he didn't say anything. He flew to his office and he left the lady under fire and then try to say, I apologize. He left it all on her. So he was like a jerk because you're going to leave the lady there to defend when both of you were at fault and you didn't try to say, at least she said, I apologize. So I asked if there was a manager there somewhere. And she said, no, the manager wouldn't be there until, you can bring it up a little closer so I can see the comments. She said the manager would not be there until Monday and Tuesday. But, you know, this is a rant. I said, let me tell the audience about this little rant that I have today. Let's see. Hello, Jesse M., Joshua R. and Bay. Hello, Frank G. Frank says, sadly, that is customer service in 2024. Is this down low here? This has to be all the way down, Tyler.
It is.
Okay, thank you. Excuse me, y'all. Okay, Rambo Green Hands, how are you doing? Jesse M. Grandma Lynn. And let's see. J3, Joshua Gabriel. So what do you all think about that? I mean, I see Grandma Lynn drop precious pieces. Link, hello, official Jamie. Jamie, I'm in a little rant right now. That's why I came live to let you guys know this is customer service in 2024. Hate to say that. Yes, yes, it is. Unprofessional, and all of them were old enough. Like the older man looks like he's probably in his 70s. The lady, like I said, looks like she's 50-ish, and then the younger one is in her 20s. So the two older ones knew better, and even the one behind the desk should have been trained better. You know, it's always been the person on the phone has to wait, and you take care of the people that you have right here in your presence. So the manager will be there depending on how I feel on Monday. That will determine as to whether or not I will talk to the manager. I don't care that she apologized. I mean, really? You apologized? Of course you did, but look at what you did. And I know we all make mistakes, but in public service, and you have customers right there before you, you just cannot do that. I couldn't do it. I didn't do it, wouldn't have done it. You know, if I was talking to a fellow colleague and someone came up to the desk, I would quickly say, excuse me, and help that person, that patron that needed service, that patron that just walked through the door, that phone that was ringing. If another colleague didn't answer it, it had to ring. I needed to get that person situated before I did anything else. I mean, that is just the way you do it. And that is why when we had forms to be filled out, the type of service you got, I always got a high rating from the people that I serviced because I was kind, even when it was difficult. You have to use your common senses. It was difficult a lot of times, but I still smiled and nobody never knew it because it's one thing I didn't do. If I was having a bad day, if I was feeling bad, I never, ever brought my feelings or my personal life to the job. And I dare not just stand around and gossip and talk, even if it was about business in the agency. I knew to cut it off if a patron came near. So let me look at these comments, see if I can see them. LP, welcome in everybody. Welcome in. People leave their manners at home these days. Right, Rambo. Their professionalism, manners, boundaries, everything is just, things like that are just through the door now. Facts. Work is work and home is home. That's right, Sister Lynn. That is right. And Rambo said that's to be Miss Patty, leave your problem before you enter the place of work. Right. And by all means, assist the customer for yes, J3, bad customer service. Excuse me. And it was totally uncalled for because I was going to only be there a few minutes. As I said, in March I spent $224 and change, and today I spent $62 and change. But while we were there, my daughter was looking, well, she was calling another herb place and vitamins place to see if they had, what we use similar someplace else, because I refuse to spend my money and then get ignored or you treat me that way. And I don't care who you are, it does not matter. People are people, and people do this a lot. It doesn't matter the race or anything, none of that. It's just that unprofessionalism, and just don't care about your customers, your patrons, your clients that come into the establishment. So that's my little rant. And I couldn't schedule this ahead of time because I didn't know it would happen. So that is my rant for today. That is my rant for today. And I know I'll feel better about it. And all in all, I did not yell at anybody. I did not get ugly with anybody. I just told her before I left, don't do this to anybody else. So I gave her something to think about. I'm sure she will think about it. But if she had had somebody to come in there that was ratchet, it wouldn't have gone as well. It would not. They probably would have gotten cussed out and yelled at and probably not even bought the product, because my daughter didn't want to even buy it. But I said, I want it. This is for me. I'm not worried about them per se. I came to get this, and I'm still going to purchase it because I want it. It's what I want. So I don't care about them. Not to say that I will continue to support that business. I am going to look around, for things, because I take like a vitamin D natural from the herb store, rather than the vitamin D prescription. I tried to get that from the herb store, and I do like their products, but I'm going to look around, do my research, and if I can find just about what I take, what I use, then I can get it someplace else, because I'm sure they're not the only ones who would have things that I take or something similar. So let me check the comments. Everybody is speaking to everybody. Respect is the best thing. Yes, to respect. And LP said, I missed what happened, but I agree that customer service is a mess these days. Heck, people's manners are non-existent. You're absolutely correct. And Rambo says, sometimes it's been polite. You could change someone's life just by being nice and put a smile on their face. Yes. Hats off to you, Patty, from LP. Maintaining your dignity, respect, and manners despite not getting it in return. Yes. I am not going to go in a place acting ignorant, being unprofessional myself, not being dignified. That is not me. I would have walked out of the store without buying anything before I would have done that, because I believe in talking to management and I believe in going to corporate. If I have a problem in a store, I don't fuss and go back and forth. I will let them know what they did was wrong, but I go to corporate. I go to the top. I will go to management and I will go to corporate. And so, that's just the way I handle things. Hello, Pretirement Days. Thank you and welcome here. And Joshua is saying, great vibes only. Yes. So that is the little rant. And that's what I wanted to come and talk to you about. Customer service, public service, being a public servant to the public. If you ever run into situations like this, you don't have to cuss, fuss, yell, scream. It's a way that you can handle it, even though you may have been disrespected, because when you speak kind words, you can get more with honey than you can with salt. So just be kind about it. Now, I'm not going to tell you I liked it. I didn't like being treated that way. It angered me, but I still praise and thanks be unto God. I still handled it professionally. So, you guys, I come on here and I tell you about things, being kind, having manners, do this, do that, but I have to practice what I preach. If I had been cussing out somebody, calling names and throwing things and all of that, I may as well just get off of YT, stop trying to encourage, inspire, and act in one way away from YT and another way in public. I have never gotten in the public yelling and screaming and acting all ignorant and stupid, because you make yourself look bad and you don't get results that way. So just a little tip for everybody: if you run into situations, just try and remain calm and just tell people what you need them to know without all of the other ignorant stuff, because it's enough of that going on already. People are being unalived in situations, just simple stuff that you can walk away from, or things that can be handled differently. You can walk away from things and not get yourself in trouble and then be sorry for something you did if you had just thought. If you had just thought. Okay, so, just think about what we're doing. We're going to run into opposition wherever we go. I mean, this is real life. We will run into oppositions, but we have to know how to handle ourselves. So, people are watching, children are watching, grandchildren, people around you watching. So, what can I tell the young folks that are around me if they see me acting like a butt or a nut? So, we have to learn to practice what we preach in every situation. So, I just wanted to tell you guys about that. I don't have anything more. I'm going to look at the comments and then I'll get all. Pray all is well. Thank you, Georgia girl. All is very well. All is very well. I have been through that before. Yes, I have too in customer services, but I know how to handle it in the proper way, because, like I said, I will go to management and I will go to corporate if I have to, if it's that big of a deal. Hello, retired gardener. How are you doing? Hi, David Corey. Welcome in. David Crop, how are you doing? Thank you all for dropping in. This was a pop-up. I couldn't schedule this because I didn't know this would happen. So a lot of times when something is going on, I come on spontaneously, tell you what I'm talking about or what's going on, or whatever. I can't always schedule things. I have to talk about things when they're on my mind. I will be talking about, which I will schedule this. I'm going to talk about procrastination. And I am an example of that because I've been talking about telling you about procrastination for how long? 2 months? A month? Whatever. And I have been procrastinating to talk about procrastination. So I will be coming with that probably tomorrow or maybe Monday, but I will schedule it. Welcome in, Annabelle. Annabelle, go and catch the replay. Thank you so much. And let's see, Retired Gardner says, here's the thing. We each have a dark side and a good side. In order, let me see, in order we need to acknowledge both and then ask God to help us not cuss anyone out. Yes, you're right. You're absolutely right. We don't have to go around cussing out people and doing all these things. Um, just take a deep breath and try and handle it in the right way. Hi, Debbie Nixon, leaving work. Okay, be careful out there. I was fixing my Brussels sprout green. Oh, I know they're going to be good, Annabelle. They look so good. I do the same thing sometimes. Yes. So we have to be conscious at all times because things are going to come at us in this way. We're going to be tested. We're going to be tried. So we have to be on guard a lot of times because it's the enemy that comes all the time to buffet us. So we have to be on guard. We have to be on guard because these things will happen. I hope I haven't missed anybody. All of you are welcome. If this is your first or second time here, you are welcome, welcome, welcome. And if you are a regular, you already know you're welcome. Y'all, thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much, Debbie Nixon. Sis, thank you. Thank you all for coming in. I appreciate each and every one of you. And I will talk to you guys on the next RN Bay. How are you doing? I think I spoke to you, but thank you so much. Thanks to all of you guys who support me. I appreciate it. I don't take it lightly. Thank you so much. You don't owe me anything. You don't have to support me, but you do. So I appreciate all of you. Have a great and wonderful day. And thank you so much, Grandma Lynn, for dropping links. And any other moderator that may be dropping links, thank you so much. I thank you for all that you do to watch the chat and take care of things for me. I appreciate you. So I will talk to you guys on the next one.